Sorry, I cut off. Okay. Next question. How do you learn drag makeup and how to perform in drag? Thank God for YouTube. If it wasn't for YouTube, and honestly, when I first started, like, I feel like YouTube has really changed the game in many things. Before YouTube, in the MySpace era, makeup was tough. Let me tell you. Um, just there's so many, with the age of technology that we live in now, there's so many YouTube tutorials on YouTube to learn how to do drag makeup and whatnot. But I learned how to do makeup by watching other performers, and my drag mother taught me how to do makeup. And, just playing around with makeup by myself, just trying different new things. And that's how you get to know your bone structure and what works and what doesn't work for you. How did I learn how to perform in drag? I've always been a theater child. I've always been a theater kid since I was, oh Lord, probably like 5 years old. I've always been on stage all my life. Um, that's the thing about drag and performing. You can teach makeup and hair and how to pad your body and how to change your bone structure and all that. But you cannot teach stage presence. Stage presence, if you don't have stage presence, honey, I don't know what to tell you. Because you can look beautiful and you can have the elaborate costumes and jewelry and hair and expensive things in the world and go on stage and lip the words to a song, and nobody could be interested because you're not commanding the stage. And to me, if you don't command the stage in the first couple seconds of that song, you're not doing your job and you're not being interesting, you're boring. And people, you have to captivate people not only with the way you look, but with your actions on stage and your entertainment value. You have to boost your entertainment value. And I learned that, it took me a while to learn that from going from a beginner to, a more seasoned queen. It took me a while. And, it's something that not a lot of people possess. So you can teach makeup, hair, and how to lip sync and all that, but you cannot teach stage presence. Um, yeah. So I learned how to perform by being a theater kid. So I was very, very fortunate. Do I try to communicate any specific messages to my audience when I perform? And if so, what are they? And do you see drag as entertainment? Drag is entertainment. Like I said before, you can go to Vegas and go see a Vegas show of all drag queens. And it's more accepted now. So drag is definitely entertainment. I mean, people go to see drag shows for to be entertained, and hopefully the people in the shows are entertaining. Um, do I try to convey any messages or anything when I perform? Most of the time, I like to perform songs that have a deep meaning into them, that send off a message to the audience. Yes and no. Sometimes it's, top 40 or, something that everybody's going to know the lyrics to, obviously. Sometimes things that people don't know the lyrics to. And I make up my own looks and my own makeup design and whatnot to bring my vision of what that song means to me. So I make a costume and I change my makeup design according to how I feel I want to portray that song to the audience. Whether they like it or not, I don't know. That's on them. But, that's part of being an entertainer. Sometimes people are going to get what you're trying to portray, and sometimes they're not. And, whether they like it or not, you still have to stick true to who you truly are as an entertainer and always remain true to your aesthetic. Um, yeah. Is there a sense of community between you and the other queens? There definitely is. I'm part of Glitter Stage Productions, which is a company started by Harmony Breeze and Milano Breeze, and I am the oldest running cast member of Glitter Stage Productions, which is a personal company that started a couple years back, and we're a group of entertainers, very, very well known group of entertainers. We've won many of awards for our themed shows. For example, the Poison Apple Tour, which we created, and it was based on Grimm fairy tales. And, you know, we won multiple awards, and people really now they know who we are as a group of entertainers. And we travel, you know, to places like Michigan, and we travel to places like La Crosse and whatnot, all around the state. Um, Doing theme shows and performing for audiences, and people will love us. I mean, I love being part of the group. The friends that I've made because of Glitter Stage and the friendships that I've made, I wouldn't trade for the world. So, for anybody that's planning on running for Mr. and Miss Glitter Stage, I advise you to do it because it will change your life. If it wasn't for Glitter Stage giving me a chance to get to show my talents, I would have never made the friendships. And they're more than friendships to me, they're family. I mean, the other entertainers that are part of Glitter Stage are family members to me. They're my brothers and my sisters, in and out of drag. And, I am very, very fortunate to be part of Glitter Stage Productions. There's not much more I can say. All I can say is if you have the opportunity to go to a show presented by Glitter Stage Productions, I strongly advise, because it's not your average, it's not your average drag show. We put a lot of work into our looks, a lot of work into our lip syncing and our makeup design and whatnot. So the next tour is coming up. I am not allowed to announce what the next tour is going to be yet because it's going to be a big surprise. But stay tuned because it's going to be very, very soon. And I'm very, 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 very excited because we always challenge ourselves with themes for the shows. And this theme is one of my favorite themes. So yeah, stay tuned for our crazy costuming and group numbers and whatever else we're going to do for this tour. Now, that being said, what is the next question? I do feel like there is a sense of community. We're all brothers and sisters. We're all doing the same thing. Sometimes it can get a little bit competitive. I'm not gonna lie, because you want to be the top bitch in the game, but not everybody can be, a super seasoned entertainer. Everybody wants to be a super seasoned entertainer, but you have to realize that those seasoned entertainers have been performing for years and they've mastered their craft. And eventually, we will all be up there with those seasoned entertainers, but we all have to start somewhere. And, I'm very fortunate to realize and know, and via video and other things and pictures and whatnot, I'm able to see my struggle and see my changes. And I'm very proud of how far I've gotten so far. And I know that I have a lot more to learn. And I'm always going to be learning. And I'm very proud of those people, those elders that have paved the way for me to be on a stage, entertaining and being myself and bringing visual aspects into this art form. Now, um, next question. Let me turn the page. Lord Jesus. We're almost done here. Is drag separated by race, class, or gender? No. The gay community does not discriminate. We do not discriminate here based on sex, religion, gender, identity, class, whatever. Drag is an art form, like I keep stating, and whether you have silicone in your body and are transgendered and have a pair of breasts or got your sex change, whether you're a man dressing up as a queen and performing, whether you're a female dressing up as a man, whether you're a club kid, whether it's self-expression. We do not discriminate, and people fail to realize there's different types of drag. There's many, many types of drag. There's campy drag, and there's fishy drag, and there's club kid drag, and there's